Thanks for staying with us. So many Nigerians in the last 1 week or so have received their Band A bills. Many of them are clamoring on social media on all the bills that is coming through for them. And we're going to open our phone lines right now for Nigerians to call in to tell what exactly are you doing concerning this Band A, new Band A lifestyle, Band A rules, Band A scheme, Band A methodology, Band A system in your house. What are you putting in place? How are we going to, I don't want to say resist this or fight this, or how are we going to let them know how we are feeling? It is pinching our blood. You can call us on 0810764 1679 0902 163440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. This show, this moment right now, is for you to express your thoughts on the Band A experience that your family, loved ones are going through. Please, we'd like to hear your views. YK, let me start with you.
Please,
how is your Band A?
I'm just sending my secretary a text as our NEPA bill come. Let me.
So, I mean, I was telling you guys, mine came, it was actually 480,000 naira for the month of April. And that was like similar to all the other members now. So we have this small mini estate, about 12 of us. And we've not paid, though. We are still here. We're still looking at ourselves. Everyone's just, we don't even know what to do.
So
How are you sure you're on prepaid? You're not prepaid.
We're not on prepaid. We're on postpaid.
Because the bill comes. Normally you buy your card and
load prepaid, yeah, is what we had in the previous house.
Yes.
But, so we should get we don't have a meter. So we have the check meter. They have a meter that's for all of us, right? And there's something called a check meter where you can now know which what each of you are consuming. Okay. So they now multiply your consumption with the rates. And for us, it was crazy. It was outrageous.
But were you the only people with that kind of high bill?
No, all of us, it was about all of 410, 406, all of that. Like, we had the highest. Of course, Brown was not having it. In my house, so right now, in my house right now, the rules are, all the windows are open. As I speak to you, all the windows are open. Usually, we locked up all our windows. All the air conditioners are on in the afternoon. No air conditioners in the afternoon. Air conditioners go on only when you're ready to sleep. Now, the kids can come to my room to sleep, but we allow them to use their own AC. But heater, only my heater is allowed. Okay. And you want to have bath with warm water, come to my room to bath. Okay. You know, no more. Then all that washing, back-to-back, everyday washing. You stopped heavy. It was now Saturdays and Wednesday. Now, washing is only Saturdays.
Yeah, but you still wash the same volume. You would have washed.
Yeah, but you see now we are splitting it. So the ones you can use your hand to wash, you wash.
Okay.
The ones that washing machine will wash. But all of us, and now everybody go and pack clothes to wash. Because we cannot all start putting anything in washing machine anymore.
So that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm not part of you. I'm prepaid. And then also we're on Band B. But we're actually Band it because we're supposed to be on Band B, but we don't get the light. So yes, we're bandits because our own is, please give us this light. But you know, this conversation just made...
You don't have lights in Alaka Estate.
Oh, I feel... Do you know we're at House of Reps? We have carried our problem to the House of Reps now. That's at the level that we're dealing with the issues in Alaka Estate. So sometimes, you know, they'll give us lights, you know, enjoy it for a bit, you start to get comfortable, then they take it. Before you know it, it's one infrastructural issues really, I think is what is happening to us. But, you know, I was just thinking this new bill is that be careful what you ask for. What came to me? You know, a lot of us were like, give us the light, we'll pay for it. We know what, at least we see it and then we pay for it. So now we understand that electricity is expensive. So there are two things. Since it's not something that they have put a gun to our heads, then you change your band, Abby. Can't you port? You port from a higher band to a lower band. That's one. Two. Then secondly, the lifestyle changes that you're doing right now is important. You know, turning off the lights, turning off your ACs, is something that we don't do here. It's so hard. You just want to walk into a cold room, so you switch the AC before. You switch the AC.
We don't do that.
You switch the AC before, so that when you walk in, it's
we don't do that. I'm not careless.
No, I'm not even talking of just you. Just generally, Nigerians. That's
yes,
the
we're very careless.
We have, you know, towards how we use electricity. So now we understand how expensive our lifestyle is, and we'll make those necessary adjustments. But also, we've read in the papers that the electricity companies, have been known to overcharge, especially for those on postpaid. So for me, it will be for you to go to their offices and make sure that you're not being overcharged for what they have given you. Because with postpaid, when there's light, when there's no light, you're still billed. That's what happens. So
let me take Festus from K2. Thanks for calling, Festus.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good people.
Go ahead, you're live, sir.
We have enough water resources in Nigeria. Why can't we put hydro? We have enough rivers. Cross River, Imo River,
hydro.
no dam. Yes. Why must we go for gas? Because when the prices are up, then they are bound to increase your electricity because that is the source of, powering that life. Then, let me tell you, there is slavery in Nigeria.
this is slavery.
Slavery.
Slavery in Nigeria.
How so?
We were colonized by the white people. Now we are the one colonizing ourselves. Is it compulsory that somebody must put you where you don't belong? They say they put you on band-aid. Is it compulsory? Is it mandatory? Can't you have that freedom, that choice?
You can choose.
Based on your pocket?
You can choose.
It is slavery. Whatever name, it is slavery. When you are being forced to take something. It's black man slavery. Let me tell you, they cannot supply 20 hours, 24 hours. They are enslaving you because you have no choice.
Yeah, than to stay there.
And we say we have democracy. What type of democracy? Now, give me time. Let me contribute to your former
Thank you, Mr. Festus. Based on what he said, it should make us choose what band we want to be, number one. Number two, sorry?
Isn't it a choice?
No, it's not a choice, though.
Push people into the band.
Based on the ability to pay, those who, especially those estates and groups, areas that have been consistent in payment, they feel that, okay, you have the money, you're in band A. But now, he said something that I think was also important. The minister himself said, we need money. They are not liquid. They need money to fix the infrastructure that's been dilapidated for years. Okay, can't you ask us to donate money for you?
So that you keep paying?
Give us create a fund. Nigerians, we need liquidity to pay. Donate at your own discretion. Donate money instead of billing me.
No, that's the donation.
No,
they don't bill me ×4 what I'm paying.
So me, I'm not using that light. You want me to put money in the fund for you that you're using
No, every Nigerians want electricity, yes or no?
Yes.
The infrastructure to give us better electricity is moribund.
Okay.
To get the money to fix it, get Nigerians, tax us, give us, this is electricity tax. I'd rather pay a certain percentage of tax than you billing me ×4 because I used to pay 100,000 naira. I used to pay 120 maximum before. Now you give me a bill of 480,000. Where am I going to get the money from?
So it's not practical. Right?
How is it not practical? It's tax.
No. Listen, we don't need to pay tax for it. We need to pay for what we use, which is why they started this cost-reflective payment. The problem is a lot of us are still not paying. We're still not, we're paying, but we're not using, we're not getting what we're paying for. There are lots of people that in that band A have complained that they've barely even seen light since they started, but then...
It's supposed to be 20 hours.
Exactly. Right? Some are not getting up to 20 hours, some are not getting up to 10 hours, but they have increased the price. So the way to balance it is, Shebi is business. This is business. We're seeing it as a social welfare scheme. Electricity is not social welfare. It is business. So I buy light the way I buy my data. I use it. I'm paying for it. Now I can choose. That's why they're asking that everybody gets a meter. So I can choose prepaid meter. So I can choose whether to put on my light, use it or not. If I'm traveling, I pack up my house and my electricity stay there till I come back, right? So the problem is, get the infrastructure ready. That's what I would have said before.
You don't have the money to get it ready now. That's what they're saying.
Why did they send NEPA to them now?
NERC is the one that is...
You see, the problem is when they privatize this thing, they came in as businessmen without the knowledge of electricity.
Certainly, Adelawa has confirmed that.
So now, we are not the one... They want it to be enjoying and living large. We are not the people that they are now turning the software.
Yes.
Why?
Let me add something small.
Before you add, let me take Tony. He's been holding for a while. Good morning, Tony. You're live. Oh, we lost that call. I'm sorry, Tony. Go ahead, Bisi.
So I use a generator and I use a solar system as well as electricity, right? And I've calculated that if I have light 24 hours a day, I would spend less compared to what I'm spending now using the generator and the solar and inverter panel, because every few months I have to change my inverter batteries and all of that. That one is costing serious money. Then the diesel that I'm buying alone is running like, when you're mentioning figures, I just laugh because I'm running almost the same thing. And I also have a problem with the currency, current very low, which I cannot pump my water for using the washing machine. So I have to resort to generator for certain things, right? But if in my calculation, if I'm able to pay cost reflective, for instance, and I opt to be in band A, I will still save money compared to what I'm spending now with the additional generator and solar inverter panel and all of that. So the idea is it's business. Now you know how to ration. As you buy, you are able to ration it. Nobody is calculating money based off of, because this is your bill now that they've given to you. It's possible some people who have stolen connected lights in different areas, all the bills, see, everything that comes into the meter is what comes into the transformer, is what comes to your estate, and they share it accordingly. Some persons who may have had opportunity to steal, maybe not in your estate, maybe people from outside who are living around the estate, who are able to steal electricity, all that one is calculated into what you're paying in your estate. That's how it's done for postpaid. But prepaid is what I use. Now, nobody will advise me to put on my generator, to put on my electricity, or to put on my AC. Nobody. I already calculate in my head that at some point this will not be on, this will not be on, so I can manage it. But at the end of the day, I'm getting good power supply. The problem is you put people on those bands and they're not getting good power supply, and you are billing them already. That's why a lot of Nigerians are quarreling.
Okay, wait.
But let's see this as a business.
There are two things.
Okay.
I think you're saying two things at the same time.
Okay.
The first part, people like me, right, where you get a bill.
Yeah.
But it's different. Postpaid.
Yeah.
Right? You get a bill. That's where we're having issues. That's where, because I'm using electricity on their own. They provide the electricity.
Yes.
It's in my house.
Yes. Whether
and
you
now
like
bill,
it or not.
whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
Now they prepaid. Even though you're on band A, you can still regulate
How you use it.
how you use your band
Yes.
A. So if band A says, I'll give you 20 hours, thank you, I don't need 20 hours. I'll use only 5 hours for you.
Yes.
And I'll use the rest for battery, and I'll use the others for inverter. However it is, you decide.
Yeah.
So you have control. Yeah. Unfortunately, many of us don't have meters.
Yes.
So we're having
That's
to depend on this postpaid system that gives us electricity. We appreciate it, but now you're billing us extremely premium for it. So give us power, give us meter.
The thing is, if they're going to give you, if you're on band A, for instance,
Yes.
and they give you 5 hours, they will bill you for that 5 hours.
Yes.
It will still be high. It may not be 500K like you
Yes,
have now,
yes. But it's 5
it will
hours.
still be high.
Yes.
If they give you, but you see, the thing is, if they give you 20 hours and you're not buying diesel, you will,
It's a lot cheaper.
you will start to save money.
Yes.
You will start to save
done the
money because
calculations.
that diesel that you are buying
Don't go there.
is mad.
Don't go there. Oh.
Diesel, generator repairs, everything. And maybe
noise
you don't buy
nko.
because of your,
The noise of the generator.
all those ones, you know, they are
The fumes, uncle.
even, you don't even need solar.
If you're
If
getting
they're giving you the electricity, so
Yes.
all those expenses,
Out
all those
of it.
additional expenses.
You can pay your electricity bill.
Now, my own
Okay, let me
is,
take, let me pause. I think I have Stella. Stella, thanks for calling your live. I'm so sorry. I kept Stella on. Okay, go ahead.
Go.
ahead,
Okay.
Brian.
So I was just thinking, right, with the postpaid, if government is still unable to meter people, then they have to find a way to, cut down the cost of electricity. Because I don't understand why many people still haven't gotten meters at this, till date. It should be widespread campaign to make sure that every house is metered, so that everybody understands that they are being fairly priced. Do you understand? If I'm on postpaid and I have to wait on estimations of, the electricity companies, and I'm supposed to get 20 hours, I'm not getting the 20 hours, and yet I'm getting bills like this. And it's not even just about having diesel gens or petrol gens or the inverters and things like that, because if you put it together, it will still come to about the same price. Like I'm looking at yours specifically, 480. If you had a prepaid meter, you had your gen, you had whatever, it will still amount to the same, do you understand, the same amount? I don't think that there's any difference in costs, really, because the
But I want to manage it better.
The tariffs are really, tariffs are really high. So I think that government has to rethink this hike in tariffs and make sure that people are metered first. Then it will not be on the person using their lights, do you understand, to manage how they use it and how much it is that comes to them to pay. And then in that case, I don't think someone will come out and be screaming their heads off, you know, because I understand that I have used my light based off on, you know, how I've used it. And so the amount I'm getting, the fees I have to pay for it is based on how I'm using my light. But this postpaid thing, I was on postpaid for a long time, and I know how much the back and forth went because it was not reflective of my use.
Exactly.
It was also reflective of the amount of electricity I was getting.
Let me take this call from Benita. Benita's been holding. Good morning. Thanks for calling, Benita.
Good morning.
Morning, yes.
I'm Benita.
Go ahead, we'll make it tea.
So in my previous house, we use solar in the morning.
Solar, okay.
I use solar all through. Then in the evening, I only use to cook when I come back from work. In the morning, when my children are going to school, I use the light. And after that, I switch to solar. So in a month, we're on band A. So in a month, we use about 25,000 naira.
Have you gotten April? Did you get April's bill? Have you gotten April's bill?
This postpaid is prepaid.
Prepaid, prepaid. Okay, prepaid.
I'm on prepaid, yes,
okay.
yes. So in 2 weeks, we use 5,000 naira.
Yeah, no, in fact.
So
I've just gotten our own.
Yes.
How much is the bill?
Is it killing?
They've sent it to you.
What's
Is
the
it
bill?
killing?
1 point.
Lord of Jesus.
Hey.
Well, it's not bad, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to 3 million
It's not
before.
bad.
You got to 3 million before now. YK, it's not on this table.
No, but
You got to.
What is the business? The business is paying for it.
which business?
When you're in your house and you're just chopping that money and you see that bill, it's different.
I don't even. Every day I come to the house, I'm confused. You know when you come to.
When you mentioned that bill, I was
Yes.
like, with the way you've started, you know, putting off the ACs, you know, making
Hopefully
sure
that will reflect in May.
Yes.
It's April. It's April that we were waiting for the. You know, it was 225 or 226.
Okay.
Then they moved down to 206 now. Okay. So I think this month of May to be 206 they multiply by. But I think in April they multiply by 225, which was the original tariff that they.
Okay, so are you saying that it would go down?
It's possible, but even though it shouldn't be that high because they're telling me I use 1,600 and something kilowatts, and I'm thinking where, how?
How? Hi.
And they had to multiply that. It was 1,609. I remember I made the calculation.
How many TVs do you have?
I have 2 televisions. I have 3, but only 2 are functional.
Fridges?
Only 1 and 1 freezer and 1 fridge. So freezer now, we're turning it off. So the freezer, what we do now is that we turn it off during the day.
You turn off your freezer.
Turn off your freezer during the day. So in the day, because you're open and open, no. Leave it at night,
So
it
you have
freezes
enough,
overnight.
like, it freezes, right?
So it freezes overnight. So during the day, because you're opening and closing, we leave it off. So to conserve power.
Yeah.
Then I turn it on at night. So you stay for that 8 hours we're sleeping, it's frozen rock solid.
But they say the ACs, right? The ACs and the freezers are the main.
You're not in Bandi?
No, I'm not. I think I'm in bandwagon. No, but you know, I'm wishing I'm in band A. So even if I calculate band A, I'm going to be paying like 500,000 a month.
No, you're guessing that that's what you'll be paying. Right?
It's 700 though.
You don't have an idea how much I use for electricity. In my house.
People like us, we are very small.
We're plenty.
So why are you putting 500?
No, I said let's even assume.
Mama
Brown. It can be up to 1 million now.
Mama Brown is used to her small, pure lifestyle.
Yeah.
She doesn't use air conditioner. It's fan she uses. She only turns on. She and Mama Brown and Momo are in one room. All the rooms are empty. She's in her room and kitchen. That's it. Evening, she turns on the TV. They gave her 140,000 naira. How? How is that possible?
Postpaid as well.
She's going Magodo, same estate. 140,000 naira. She just living room when she comes there in the evening.
That's the cost of electricity is what they're saying
Yes.
now.
Electricity
So if you don't give
expensive.
me a meter, don't give me that cost.
That's the
what
thing.
I'm saying. Give me a meter.
Everybody should have
Give me a meter.
If you have prepaid meter, you will know how to manage yourself.
By yourself, nobody will advise you.
Once you see the thing, this reading, turn off all the AC.
Nobody will tell you.
Yeah.
Because when you don't
When
give
we are
me
going
like
together,
you're
we will switch off the
me.
AC. When you are, so,
Okay, go ahead. We also hope we get to a point where you can discuss with the people and say, it's 50,000 naira I have for the month, so give me electricity only worth 50,000 naira.
No, give me
All
a
the
meter.
people that-
Yes, and I'll manage it myself. You cannot be charging me for the hours that the electricity does not come. That's what happens with postpaid. That's why I don't like that thing at all.
At all, doesn't
And then for government,
We are
for
getting
us to still,
postpaid.
yes, and then for us to still not have meters, especially when you have applied for it, you are constantly going to the offices trying to get this.
They don't have
and then they'll
available.
be giving you bills like
Even
this.
though I've used all the connection I can find, I'm so afraid
There's
to
no
use-
connection.
No, not connection for this thing. No. Everybody has tried connection for bill. I don't have meter. We have been going back and forth for meter. We don't have meter.
But the truth is, everything is getting expensive.
Not
right?
500,000 naira bill.
No, everything
From,
is-
from 120,000. Why
everything
can I've
is
never
going
paid more than 120 in a month?
Everything is
Now you
That's why you don't
multiply.
understand me.
Yes,
That's why you don't understand
because
me.
you've been collecting subsidy on it. Now
No, I'm not be collecting subs.
No, now.
So now you're
electricity
paying
has
up
been
for all
highly
the time.
subsidized
Abia
for us.
Jilu,
We're very
Ugo, are
pampered
you
in this
telling
country.
me that I should go and pay 500,000 naira for a month of April for electricity?
How much would they buy hair? If you want buy hair.
No, it's
I
not
buy
even-
my hair every month.
No, you don't buy hair every month. But I'm just telling you that things are now expensive.
Yeah.
If we want to have cost-reflective prices on everything, we cough out the money.
It's hair expensive.
Leave that matter. we will be ready to pay for the services.
You know what we need to do?
Ikeja,
All these wigs, we need to
Ikeja
put fire
must come
them,
and
let it
jam
go
on for me
light.
because we're not paying that. They'll come and cut off the lights. In fact, let us even see if we can
cannot stay
manage.
in darkness,
We
Morayo.
will
Use your
manage.
colour with turn black.
We will manage.
You cannot stay in darkness.
Would you rather you have like an estate big gen that powers you 24/7 and then you're buying diesel over and over
We
again?
buy diesel sometimes, but when
But that diesel.
That one is
Diesel
worse.
go and get your power.
That one is what. Just
I
pay
think I
for
have
the
a caller.
meters.
You see,
I have a caller. Good morning. Thanks for calling. Hope Grandma from Ikeja, you're live, ma.
Grandma.
Good morning.
Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, ma.
And the ladies, how are you all?
Very well, ma.
Thank you.
Now, you ladies are talking and it seems you are having fun on this band here and band here and you don't want to imagine a retired husband, a retired
Husband retired.
wife,
True.
both grandpa and grandma in the house. There is solar, there is inverter, and we still use 50,000 for 2 weeks. You are not pitching us, so you are having fun discussing this thing. I don't know the meaning of band A as band B.
Yeah.
You should address how they will bring it down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look at my scenario. Retired grandpa, grandma, 50,000 in 2 weeks. Ọlọ́run máa jẹ gbogbo alájọ mi ìlú Ọlọ́run máa ìkànnì kankan lé wa lọ́dún
Amen.
Amen.
Sorry, Grandma. I mean, you're right. We shouldn't be trivializing or laughing about this. This is serious money. As I'm speaking to you, I have not paid my bill, so it's not funny. And
What grandma is saying?
Yeah.
What grandma is saying is she's retired. That means she has no money coming.
earning.
She's not earning. And you are giving her a bill of 50,000 every 2 weeks. How does she pay it?
Yeah.
How does she pay it?
Yeah.
You see, why I went to these people that bought when they privatized NEPA, why I went there is it's an investment. They are supposed to have done everything properly before they even start to say, we didn't beg you to buy NEPA from the government. We didn't beg you. Now you are now, you are using it to spoil our own. Why? So I can understand where grandma is coming from.
Yeah.
But do you think we're being the way they say you have your cake and eat it? Do you think that's what we're being?
Yeah.
Really? Because as we understand, things are getting expensive. Electricity is expensive, and so we are paying for those using prepaid is cost reflective, and we have said that over and over again that we prefer cost reflective.
We'll pay it.
Just give it to us.
Policy.
So now that they are giving it to us, should we still be complaining? Or really, we should be looking at ways to change our lifestyle. Secondly, for other countries, I think that have this, they are able to go, through different electricity companies and see which one works best for them, which prices work best for them. So I think that's where we need to start thinking.
Okay, thank you.
But the problem with Nigeria is that we're still trying to even sort out ground A level. Like those of you that have invested in the business, are you even doing everything necessary, especially investing in infrastructure to make sure that...
Thank you for taking the advice, because what I'm hearing you say now is even the solution.
Yeah.
How do we even fix this problem? What suggestions can we make? If I was to make a suggestion to the government, first of all, we're paying 70 for premium, whatever it was be in our estate. Now, from 70, you moved us to 225. Now you have reviewed it to 206. That is like, that's way too high.
Yes, it is.
So I'm thinking, if you want to do it gradually, maybe until the government makes life more easier and comfortable for Nigeria, we can earn more. We can pay 225 maybe much later, but right now, increase it, maybe double it, 140 or 160, not to 220 something.
Hold on first.
Gradually, make it gradual.
Is inflation gradual?
It's not.
So, first of all, we need to see this as a business. We have, over the years, seen it as a welfare package because government has consistently been subsidizing it.
Wait, excuse me, wait. Let me first stop you there.
But when was
wait. Are there not things that government should subsidize us in? Because everything they said they want to remove subsidy. You remove subsidy for petrol. You have removed subsidy for electricity.
But we're not seeing
you have removed subsidy for food.
Excuse me. It's when a government is buoyant. It's when a government is buoyant.
That they can subsidize.
Because in the 70s, they were subsidizing education.
Yes.
When they had money, they subsidized.
Boom era.
Now there's no money.
They are
bankrupt.
Have I been a government before? Did I follow them to chop the
We're all getting, we're all bearing the brunt of it.
But here we are.
So now...
And none of them ever get charged.
Prosecuted. We are here now, YK.
When they even prosecute them and they jail them, they free them. Another president give them presidential pardon. So they are the ones. So I think you wonder why there's Yahoo.com. I mean Yahoo Plus. I mean what? Because they are just. It's a reflection of our society.
Yes.
Because they can see. Excuse me. This is explaining me now. They can see that Nigeria has gotten bad, worse. Yeah. And then you see the people that are living large.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Then you are wondering what example are you setting for your
YK.
That criminality pays.
This lamentation, everybody laments about in the house every day. In the parties, in Biafra, we are all screaming the same thing. But how do we fix it?
Yes.
We can lament it tomorrow.
Yeah, so zeroing back to the solution.
Let's get all the people that are under prosecution now.
That's one.
That's one.
That's one.
Collect all their money, give it to government.
Infrastructural investment.
Now, we need
money.
Yes, we need the electricity sector to be heavily invested on. And people who want to invest are also asking themselves, are we going to get anything out of this? No businessman wants to put money where you're not getting. Their policy stopping you from earning your profit and all of that. I like the idea. That's if they're even making now. I like the idea that you mentioned, which is we have different options. You can now choose, like the way you decide to use your telecommunication company. Either I'm using this particular one or that one, whichever is cheaper for me to get my data. But for us to get there, people who are investing must be able to get returns, and then more people will come in. There are lots of these rich men who are looking for businesses to do and where to put their money, but they're also skeptical about it. So we cannot keep allowing government to say, okay, we're going to subsidize. A lot of people will not be able to invest in this.
To get the power.
That's the truth of the matter.
God bless you.
If you give us prepaid, we can manage our light.
Yes, singing my song.
Even if you increase the prices for us, I can choose that in a day we are using lights in this house just 2 hours.
So the real solution is the prepaid meter.
Yeah,
that's the real solution.
Yeah. Okay, what of a business like my own that they have said we are not entitled to prepaid meter?
Why are you not entitled?
That's why you don't go ask NEPA.
For households. Maybe because they are yet to get meters to all households, because households like Morayo should have gotten prepaid
but
meters
they should support businesses
and we know of many households who have said they have applied for it, they have waited, and they still have not gotten this prepaid meter. And also there seems to be some sort of scam going on, as if you are insisting on keeping people on this postpaid because you are making a lot of money. We read in the papers and they said they make so much money based off on postpaid. You're paying for electricity that you haven't used. And so that amount of money, government has said that they were going to take that amount of money and use it. Now, use that money and invest in the infrastructure. Whether we like it or not, infrastructurally, our things are they're bad, really bad. And if we don't fix that, we cannot get more electricity. But that's also what the minister said. He said, those of you that did the investment, you have not invested in the infrastructure.
You've just not investing.
That's why I want to know what their profit what their profit is. Well, that's it. They are business people. We keep saying that they're doing it for the profit. At whose cost? At what, to the detriment of many Nigerians. If we had I don't know, if they can give us like a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan of investing in infrastructure. No. I think where we are now is that we're saying states are able to provide electricity.
Exactly. Now that's another option.
Good.
States should go look internal and see how they can generate.
Secondly, we're talking of green energy. Let's invest in solar and things like that. So state level.
We can be shouting at the Labu all we want, but the governors still have a role in this. Let me take a Kenneth call from Kenneth from Agos Palace. Agos Palace. Oh, I'm sorry. So thank you, Mariam, for reminding us of that. So we can, the NERC, Adelabu is one entity.
Yeah.
But the truth is, Abia State is doing that, generating power.
Yeah, Lagos
State is doing that in Alausa and the other places that are doing it. So we can actually look within and see how we can generate power. Yes, why can you go to something?
No, they're not, under the former, I don't know, they were not even allowed to generate power.
No, the law has changed. The law has changed now. So
now, you are now telling state governments to now use all their money.
Not all their money, they invest in it.
They will invest.
Somebody said hydro earlier. If your state is near water, can you try and generate power? So there are different options.
I'm not saying that there are not options. There are.
That will also cost serious money too.
Not only will it cost serious, it will cost serious time. Some people will die. Before it comes. Because you will die from stress of NEPA.
Okay, you know why
NEPA will kill you.
Okay.
You know why that is so sad to hear? Because I was watching a documentary recently, and this country, they are moving from solar panels to like solar little, because the panels take up so much space. As in, they have gone further in providing better electricity for their country by looking for better and more mobile and durable ways, to provide electricity for their people. Meanwhile, we are still struggling with hydro. Oh, Kainji Dam is not bringing water. It has not rained in 6 months, as if we're in 1800s. Please.
We don't want to look inside now.
I was called. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Am I on?
Afuzim. Interesting name.
Autism.
Okay.
Afuzim.
Okay.
What does it mean? You're welcome.
Go ahead, sir.
Autism is ACHUSIM, not P.
Okay, they'll make it. They'll change it. Go ahead, sir.
Jenny, Mobiajulo, and Miriam.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me just contribute a little to your discourse this morning.
Okay.
The system has been designed that so if you are not up to date, you pay outrageously. That is the way it's designed. The money they are making is from the postpaid.
Yeah.
Because you can't determine your consumption. You just bring the bill to you and you have to pay. The last time I traveled to Texas, it was about precisely. My house was created by NCA of I went to the NEPA office. I applied for 3 meters. In fact, the conditions they gave me is so weird that okay, you come for the enumeration, they brought the enumeration and every other thing. When am I getting my meter? It's from one story to the other, one story to the other.
Why can't we hear that today?
Okay, thank you. I lost that connection. I have this message from Engineer Tijani. Says, good morning, Morayo. The first thing the discos need to do is to improve on reducing energy theft. This is what is taking a large chunk of their revenue. Energy theft is huge and it should be dealt with. Unfortunately, the culprits are within the sector because the end users are not in isolation. Staff of discos are also involved. Yeah. If they can address that aspect and improve on their efficiency, including reduction in cable theft at the transformers, the cost will reduce and they'll be able to pay up their bills to GENCOs and TCM, because that's part of the problem. That's some infrastructure issues. The discos are unable to get enough money to pay the discos and GENCOs and TSN. So is that cycle that continues? So somebody, we the customers are the ones that have to pay that. But we don't mind paying, but let us pay right. I don't mind paying consistently, but let me pay for what I'm consuming. What you're billing me is far above and beyond what I'm consuming.
So this is what Ehi is saying.
You see, Shebi, you say you don't mind paying. They just gave you a bill of 500K.
That for me, that is great.
First of all, she's not metered.
I'm not metered.
So secondly, the thing is high, but this is what someone here says. Ehi says, I'm one who said bring stable power and people will pay. I stand by that. However, still too many unmetered houses. This rate is hilariously high. If it really costs more to produce and distribute electricity here than in the US. So I don't know how much, but it seems that these rates are higher than that. Someone says that, Moses Lawal says, facts we mustn't miss. Every consumer must be metered. Bands must get the minimum hours expected for each band. once you are in band A, no subsidy is paid for you. You bear the cost 100%. For bands B to E, your bills are subsidized in ascending order.
As I said, so I'm in band A.
If you're not metered, how are you sure
so
that...
my estate is metered, right? So with that meter in the estate, they now have something called a check meter. So each household is checked where you can actually multiply.
Is it metered postpaid or prepaid?
So prepaid, you pay. You pay before you start using it, and then your money is being deducted.
So
you're not postpaid, sorry.
They're estimating what comes into your transformer for that estate.
And then they share it for us.
Like our house in Alagbole, we are prepaid. So that's why you never hear me complain.
Yeah, because you use according to.
We use according to.
Yeah. In fact, you have a budget for it. You can budget for it.
Yeah.
Like 100K I want to use, and then we'll use that way.
Yeah, that makes all well of sense.
So get the meter.
Hey, but I'm looking for the meter.
All the connections.
All the connections are not giving me. They're not picking my calls again.
Let me solve government problem. Very, very easy. Go, all the politicians and all the people that have chopped money, go and meet them. If you don't want to go to jail, return all the money. When you return it, invest it in NEPA.
Okay, give me one politician that's one.
I can't. You want them to charge me for libel when they have not prosecuted anyone.
Yeah, so you
not prosecuted. Okay, I will give you one. So Dariye, didn't they jail him?
Yeah.
He's been released
He's
now.
been presidential pardon. Presidential pardon.
They should hold him
So
to
all
the money
So all the money that he stole now, he's saying that
They should have given him.
that will pay for your meter. That will pay for your infrastructure. Reflective.
It was
That was Plateau State's money that went back in Plateau State, not to come and pay Lagos State's meter.
At least Plateau State will be able to do their NEPA now.
Grandma is upset with us. We're laughing about this thing.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Cannot allow Nigeria's problem to
I'm not laughing.
Grandma understands that this laughter is not
like
joyful.
It's not
Is
a
that
joyful
here
laughter.
we are again. What do we do and how do we
Every day.
move forward? Sometimes living in Nigeria, it needs you to deliberately laugh, or else you constantly
depressed.
Some people, do you know that I'm not joking when I say some people are dying when they get their bills. Because heart attack.
Bro, okay, my husband yesterday, after the Anikula property, we had a fight because he was crying already. I was not wondering what happened to you. He said, have you seen the bill? We've not paid it. So the thing is, the guy is constantly from Friday. He hasn't been himself.
And you're using, and you're
Saturday, I was using power. So this morning, he said, wait, what are we going to do? But where are all your connections? I don't have connection again, no. No connection. They're not picking my calls. This bill, this is not going to be this bill. So everybody's crying right now. I mean, I'm upset.
It's not
funny. Grandma, it's not saying I'm laughing. I am crying inside. Because I'm on TV. I have to just, but it's sad.
Fine face.
Because he was just, what was making you upset? Yeah. The guy is upset.
I told you the solution.
Anyways, that is all we can
for your band.
Go and collect all the people that have... And you know, it's not only politicians.
We have to go.
Okay, imagine if you're also renting that space.
Please, all the connections that I'm calling, please pick my call. I cannot pay 500,000.
What do you want the connection to do?
I don't even know.
You still pay it.
I will still pay. I have no choice. I have no choice. We have to pay it. But my husband was a
You see why I cannot survive doing only one thing in this country? With salary, we pay NEPA bill alone.
That is all we can take on today's show.
Earning power, 0.
See you tomorrow. Bye for now.
Okay.